The moment I stepped onto this farm, I could feel how special it was. This was a fun time to visit, too, during the annual Lavender Festival. The farm is owned by Bill and Wendy. It's located in Eagle, Idaho, and the name is Red Chair Lavender. It's a family-owned farm, and the property is absolutely breathtaking. In addition to the lavender, there are flowers, gardens, giant trees, plants, grapevines, and areas to relax and take in the natural beauty that is everywhere. I'm going to show you a few interviews I did with Eileen and Brandon. You'll learn about the history, the distillation process, how the essential oil and cleaner is made, and how the farm got its name.
So I'm Brandon. I'm married in. So my wife is actually Bill and Wendy's daughter.
Okay.
This is my dad.
Okay, that's right. Okay.
I'm the dad, so I'm told what I gotta do.
Okay. So who started the Lavender Farm?
So this is Bill and Wendy's.
Okay, Bill and
They started it, honestly, I think it was like 15 years ago.
Okay.
So this all used to be agriculture land, so they had hay, alfalfa out here. So for all the horses and everything, used to cut it and all that. One year, I think Wendy got it wild hair to start planting lavender out here, and it started in the back 40. Like there was nothing out there other than just a couple rows of lavender, and then she just kept going and adding and adding and adding. And then after I think like year 3, we were like, we might as well turn this into something and have people come out. So then that's when they started making the products, and it's morphed into what we have today.
And then they got the distillers.
Yeah. So these actually came out of Portugal.
Neat. Okay.
Yeah.
So once you put it in there, it actually gets distilled in there.
So we've got in the bottom, we've actually got a water bath. So it's just water. So we've got heat on the bottom that steams that water up. In the center, we've got an entire row of lavender from that end to that end, all packed in there, just like you just saw him thrown into that one.
Yeah. Okay.
As that steam rises up, it superheats that lavender to the point of excreting those oils out. Steam will rise up, grab those oils, pump it through the top pipe over here. It comes down into our cold water condensation loop, and then turns it from a vapor back down to a liquid, which is what you're seeing come out right here.
Okay.
So we get 2 different products. We get our hydrosol and our lavender essential oil. Hydrosol is oil-infused water. So there's not enough oil in that water for us to actually separate out. So that's what you see coming out the end. Super fragrant. It's naturally disinfectant, so that's what we use for our cleaning sprays.
Okay.
The other thing is, of course, essential oil, which sits in here. So if you remember from science class, oil sits on top of water. Everything comes up into the top here. So if I plug this off, stop that flow, this continues to run, our oil will rise up in here to where we can actually separate it out.
Oh, neat.
An entire row of lavender, roughly a 4-hour process, 4 to 6 ounces of oil.
Oh gosh. Wow. The whole field is so aromatic. It's very strong.
Yeah.
Is it the quality of the lavender?
So I'd like to say yes. Honestly, it is. It really is. The amount of time and effort that Wendy and Bill put into everything here.
Yeah.
It's different varieties too. You'll get different aromatic properties. You'll get different oil properties, that sort of thing. There's culinary varieties, there's non-culinary varieties. So each one has their own little fun twinge to it.
Yeah.
We also have bees on property too, so we have our own honey that comes off of here that even if you are familiar or take honey on quite often, you'll actually get tinges of lavender flavors out of it.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty fun.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There are so many wonderful products the farm makes with their lavender, such as candles, essential oils, lotions, and so much more. And there are plenty of bundles of lavender to pick up and enjoy. The alpacas were so cute. They looked around at everyone, and it was so neat to see them up close. There was plenty to do at the festival. The live music was awesome, and there was food available, lavender goodies and drinks, wreath-making workshops, plenty of lavender to pick, of course, photo sessions, and shopping at the barn shop. The lavender plants were so healthy and smelled absolutely heavenly.
So hi, I'm Eileen. I'm a volunteer out here at Red Chair Lavender. We're a family-run operation. Our son married Bill and Wendy's daughter. That's how we came to be a good family out here. Red Chair started theoretically 14 years ago when they started planting some lavender, but it really started after our granddaughter was born 11 years ago, and they went to a lavender festival in Hermiston, and they're like, we can grow that. So started planting it. It's been going on about 9 years now. And Red Chair Lavender, how it got its name, Wendy loves the color red. She had a red chair and put a bundle of lavender in the chair, and Bill's like, that's the name, Red Chair Lavender. So we have 25 varieties out here, anywhere from the ones that you can cut to the culinary ones. The culinary ones out here They have purple ribbons around them, so if you go look for them, like Big Time Blue is right here. It's one of our newer ones. There's plenty of varieties. You'll see that some like Big Time Blue is a new one because tendencies we lose some crops.
Yeah.
Different times of the season, and depending on how bad the winter is, how wet it is in the spring. So we're always planting new stuff out here. On the other side, where the other side of the lavender is, we have sage and thyme. And those are complementary to lavender. They help keep the bad bugs away. And if you notice throughout the field, you'll see poppies. Poppies are complementary of lavender as well.
Okay, nice.
Yes.
So how many different culinary varieties do you have?
I believe there's 8.
Okay.
My favorite is Melissa.
Okay.
I think it's the most flavorful of them all. High Dakota is not my favorite, but that doesn't mean it's not somebody else's. So yes.
So do they each taste a little different then,
I
would you
think
say?
they do.
Okay. Okay.
And we use all sorts of the culinaries in our grinders that are in the shop, and even our sugars too.
Okay.
And it's really easy to infuse sugar. You just take a jar of sugar, whether it's the crystallized sugar or white sugar, put some of the culinary buds in there, put it in the jar, seal the jar, shake it up once a day for a week, and you have lavender sugar.
Okay.
The longer
nice.
it sits, the better the lavender flavor comes out in it.
Okay. Okay. What about infusing it like in cold water? Can you do that, or will that not really work to bring out the flavor?
It won't
the
really
color?
work so much. It's got to be that warm water because it brings out the oils and the essence of the flower in it.
So when I made my juice, I used the Melissa lavender.
Oh, cool.
And so I put the buds in there, not necessarily the stem, and it was so strong. Like, it was amazingly delicious. And I mixed, some lemon in there as well.
Oh, yeah.
And I had, what else did I have? Some apple. And then I threw a little bit of cabbage just to add the color, but I didn't really want to taste the cabbage too much.
Right.
And the lavender was so aromatic and delicious. Oh my gosh. And that's your
very-
favorite one,
yeah,
right?
it's my favorite one.
Yeah,
Yep, it is.
So when did the farm open, did you say? How long ago?
So this will be our 8th season for the festival and having people out and stuff. And after the festival, obviously the fields are still open through the fall, and then after all the cuttings are done and everything, we still have the barn shop open from typically Wednesday through Saturdays. Just go on the website or go to the Facebook page, and you'll see what kind of events are happening around here too.
Thank you so much, Eileen.
You're welcome.
All
Have a great afternoon.
All right, you too.
Okay, bye.
I enjoyed visiting Red Chair Lavender Farm so much. It is by far one of the most beautiful lavender farms I have ever seen. It's such a welcoming place, and the team is so friendly. I am thankful they have opened up their beautiful farm for us all to enjoy.